Thanks for all the witnesses here today. Dr. Lin, in your testimony, you touched a little bit on some of the residency closures that, were those ones at your institution specifically or around the country or?
So in my written testimony, my oral testimony, it's a combination of our LECOM system hospitals.
Okay, and you know, I was reading early in your written testimony that there was a general surgery program, let's see, the termination, is of the director due to noncompliance with COVID-19 vaccination.
Yeah,
mandates.
so that was in our Elmira campus, in our regional campus. My understanding of that case is that it was the height of COVID, and the program director didn't want to get a vaccination. And because of that, there was a mandate from ACGME that required the program directors to have vaccinations. So the program director resigned from the position, and because of that, there was no program director, and they shut down the program.
Oh, and that was my question. The program did end up getting shut down.
Yes.
Okay. And how many, do you have an estimate about how many residency programs have been shut down over the years because of ACGME?
So I just have general statistics where after the merger of the ACGME and AOA, there's approximately 670 some programs that have closed. And more recently, it's an ongoing process where, there are new programs that are trying to get started, and then there are programs getting shut down. But if you look at it disproportionately, it's always the smaller community program that is not as resourced as the tertiary care center or a university-based center that can't meet the standards that are getting shut down.
Right. Yeah, that's what it seems to me, that it's a matter of resources. You're not going to see a program at Harvard Medical School getting shut down, but in rural America, where we have the most acute shortage of primary care doctors and of specialists, with fewer resources, that's where they get shut down.
Correct. And I would say that Dr. Philman and my job are probably very different. His environment, my environment is very different. I work in a critical access hospital with 25 beds in Corey, Pennsylvania, where the population is probably less than 6,000 in that town, but there's absolutely no resources. So from that perspective, I'm not saying ACGME is bad. I'm saying that there needs to be an alternative way to focus on a different venue so we can create different types of physicians.
Nor, I'm sure, are you saying that every residency program in the country is good, that there isn't.
Correct. There has to be a standard.
There has to be a standard.
Absolutely.
But it seems to me that at a time when over 8,800 medical school graduates per year go unmatched, that it's a tragedy that a bureaucratic organization with a monopoly is shutting down programs.
Correct.
And I believe there was a question earlier in this about DEI and maybe ACGME backing away from DEI requirements. Did one of the witnesses address that?
Yes, that was me.
That was you.
We did receive an email notifying all the programs that as of May 9th, they're suspending the DEI requirements. That used to be an institutional and common program requirement for every sponsor institution as well as programs.
And did many of those programs have DEI officers or someone employed to monitor these mandates?
Well, yes, because using the standards, so if you want to maintain the program, the individual program institution would have to expend resources to meet that requirement.
Yeah, my concern there, of course, is that even if the requirement goes away, all of these institutions have hired people to do something. Those people are going to, unless they relieve them of their jobs, these same people embedded in the system, driven by ACGME requirements over the years, will continue to engage in pernicious discrimination based on race in violation of, I think, both moral principle and federal law. But that's something I think ACGME has given us over the years. Well, thank you for your testimony. I yield back.